Now where are we? Probably somewhere dumb. Man, it's bright. It's Estelle bright. Hey, this is... Estelle, look. There it is! The final area, you could say. Isn't that awesome? So that is the access pillar. I've seen that tower in the skyline ever since we crashed. But I didn't realize just how big it was. Hey, Joshua. The others are in there, aren't they? Almost certainly. I would be willing to bet that this tower originally served as, effectively, the Ark City home. I would imagine there's information about the Orioli inside as well. I see. So how do we do this, you think? Go straight in? If the Enforcers are inside, we're in for the hardest fights of our entire life. Basically. We should probably return to the RC first and make sure we are absolutely, completely prepared. Yeah, good idea. Let's find the nearest rail station, then. So I think there's gonna be a boss fight up here. A long path, though. It's a long path, ladies and gentlemen. So we gotta fight another one of these things. Along with some losers. Some pathetic losers. Solid Seeker. 4998 HP, drops EB charge 2. A patrol weapon developed by the Society explodes after a set time. And then Riot Claw is basically the same. Dun, dun, na, 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 na.
You're finished.
Sarah went live. Alrighty then. Punch him in the face. Just punch him in the face, man. That's all you gotta do. No, 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 no. You just calm down, sir. Alright? I hiccuped. Death throws. Yeah, for some reason they do death throws when they die, which is slightly irritating, but nothing that bad. And they can heal apparently. That's kind of irritating. Titanic Roar! What you get, sir. Riot charge! He started a riot. That's kind of rude. Don't use an art, sir. That is just That's as rude as it gets. You can just do one of these with cheese.
Take that!
There you go. Although he resists the buff for some reason, which is kind of weird, but okay. I'll take it. Don't call another nerd! What got into you, sir? Talk about rude. Boom. Hiya.
Take that!
Take that! Death throws to nobody.
Pansies!
Pansies. Goes at level 79. Pansy style. Special boom. Alright, good times. Was that broke 7,200 HP? Alright, so now's a good time to go back. And basically each floor of this place, you want to have certain characters in your party. Some of them are kind of obvious. So we're going to be switching characters in and out, depending on the flow. Also, if you go back, I believe we're going to get a couple new party members. So, it's fun. Gilbert. Wah. I would quickly go all the way back. Alright, now we can easily go everywhere from Calmare to the Axis Pillar. Whew, that's a bit of work. Isn't it, though? So for the first floor, I think we pretty much want Chloe and Olivier in our party. So you can pretty much guess who we're going to be fighting there. Da 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 da. This is pretty much the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen, of this self-imposed jury. Like everybody's inside. Except for you. We're beginning final checks on the primary flight engine inside the ship. It should be perfectly tuned, but I just can't stop worrying about it. I came out here to check the outer hull. Good for you, sir. Pulling the fallen outrigger up by chaining it to the howitzer. That's a rough way of doing it, but we don't really have any other option. Society's actions are also cause for concern, so we need to finish repairs as soon as possible. Good times. So that fallen outrigger, amazingly we ended up retrieving it by hauling it back with a howitzer. That was Major Mueller's suggestion, but then But then you don't get to be a tank commander without some serious smarts. Smarts! Someone's actually in here. Well, what do you know? Repairs are pretty close to done, so I popped in here for a quick breather. Looks like the society's just gonna bite back even harder now that we're exploring that axis, whatever. Gotta get some rest while we can. Fun. Cabin. The only place left to poke our noses into is that big central tower. It's like we've hit the end of the road. Those society guys will be bringing everything they've got. It ain't gonna be easy. But hey, it'd be weird to get this far without a grand finale, right? Let's find the Oriole and get back to the goddess's good earth. Sounds like a plan. How you doing? Good work so far, everyone. Please, look over your equipment before you head to the central tower. Once you're in battle, it'll be too late, no matter how hard you regret it. Setting orbital engine output to 50%. Orbital voltage steady. We can start the test at any time. I wonder if the flight engine test will go okay. My heart's racing just thinking about it. We're about to begin the final test of the flight engine. If the engine passes, we'll have basic flight capability. Sure, that'll be important. Of course, if we can recover the left outrigger, that would be best. But I want you to proceed on the assumption we'll have to make do without it. Cool. I'll have us ready to be airborne by the time you return from the Axis Pillar. Take care of yourselves, you hear? We've come too far for tragedy to strike now. Memory check. Now we can read the rest of these. Number 8. About the Oriole Seal 1 of 4. When we were closing in on completing the underground facility, unbeknownst to us, our seal plan was discovered by the Oriole. One of our comrades fell victim to the sweet seduction of the Oriole's euphoric simulations, and he was lost to us. However, the silver lining in this disaster was that this comrade was not aware of the full scale of the plan. With the information it gleaned from his mind, the Oriole focused entirely on the underground facility by the lakeside, and it paid no attention to the Annenberg or the device towers. Number 9. About the Oriole Seal 2 of 4. The Oriole, having learned of our plan, took to force. The Oriole manifested reveries as its defender, and set them upon us in the facility. However, we were saved by our decision to build the facility underground. There's one single channel connecting the facility to the surface. The Reveries' attacks could not reach down 500 ARG beneath the surface. The attacks by the Reveries went on, day and night without pause. Eventually, our defensive line began to reach its limits. Number 10. About the Oriole Seal 3 of 4. While under attack by the Reveries, we were able to finish the facility. But it took time to secure the necessary energy. During the process, it seemed we got careless, and a single Reverie broke into the facility proper. Once inside, stopping it was difficult. The Reverie reached the deepest sections in an instant. We were just a hair's breadth from total disaster when the full power for the sealing operation was finally gathered. Just as the Reverie set upon us, we activated the first barrier. For 11! About the Oriole Seal 4 of 4. The light fired from the facility reflected off the inner wall of the Annenberg, caught the Oriole floating in the sky. In that moment, the Oriole disappeared from us, and the Reverie stopped entirely. Through this, we knew that the first barrier was successful. The Oriole is of the Subterraneans, the treasure governing the power of space. What was needed to nullify the Oriole, which held absolute dominion over space itself, was to utterly sever its connections to space, and indeed even to time itself. The seal mechanism born of our hard work had seen the Oriole along with the entire city into another dimension. Sent, not seen. And successfully temporarily froze it. Number 12. About the device towers 1 of 4. The first barrier had activated successfully, and we had succeeded in performing a temporal freeze upon the Oriole in another dimension. However, that was not the only barrier within the plan to seal the Oriole. The plan's final defense line, the second barrier, the key to that lies within the 4 device towers. Number 13. About the device towers 2 of 4. This mechanism is built to activate should the first barrier fall, and time once again tick in the space of the Oriole. The second barrier's other name is the gravity barrier, and it can manifest gravity's side on the other dimension. Should the Oriole resume activity, by tying this other dimension down with linchpins of gravity, the goal was to prevent its return to reality. Number 14. About the device towers 3 of 4. If the second barrier activates, it signals that the Oriole is once again active. As a result, with its gospels, anyone will be free to draw out its power. The gospels remaining on LibreArc were sealed with the Oriole. However, should something that could serve in place of the gospels be born in the world to become the Oriole, will be free to wield its power in reality again. Fun. And finally, 15. About the device towers 4 of 4. We succeeded in sealing the Oriole, but its power has not been destroyed. We'll root ourselves to this land and watch over the Oriole. I pray that we will be successful in our vigil, and that these records are never seen by any eyes. So much for that. However, while we are steadfast in our duty, we predict that such will not be our future. When the Oriole once again returns to reality, how will our descendants choose to respond? Believing that we will not make the same mistake again, and the time will come when we are truly free of the Oriole, I leave these records for the future. Good times. Good times indeed. Bum, 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 bum. Nobody in here. Yo, Team Bracer, what's shaking? Looks like the expedition into the city core is nearing the end. We'll get the Ladybird flying again somehow, I'm sure. Get back safe, you hear? I want us all together when we head back to the surface. It seems my journey has entered its final chapter. I expect a finale worthy of the rest of the tale. And once everything is settled, we must have a victory feast at Grand Cell Castle. The besmirching I suffered at that last banquet. Ah, revenge! You are sweeter than wine. You, carry grudges kinda longer than I thought. Ah, you require the power of genius, then. Come. Come indeed.
Right!
Alright. Everyone, thank you for your hard work. We're about to recover and start repairs on the left outrigger. Still a possibility the Society might attack, so we can't let our guard down yet. Can't do it, man. Hey, get out of my way! What do you think you're doing? Good work. Everyone's assembling on the bridge in preparation for the flight engine test. Indeed they are. Yoo-hoo! Hi, Estelle, everybody. Sounds like you're heading someplace scary. Everyone, come back safe, okay? I'll take a souvenir photo of your victory when you do. A souvenir photo? Sounds more like we're on a vacation. It's a great idea, right? I want us all to remember why we came here. I was worried for a while, but it seems like repairs are going okay. Professor Russell pretty much hauled our bacon out of the fire. Now if we can just stop Ouroboros dead in their tracks, it'll be no strings attached happy ending. I'll make sure we get from the front page of a special edition for this one. You guys just focus on giving us the biggest, most slam-bang action story of the century. Boom. Oh, hey everyone. How's the expedition going? Yeah, you know. I see. Yeah, we're just about ready to begin our investigation of the Axis Pillar. So we were right. That tower is the central administrative facility for the entire city. It must be where the Aureole is stored, and the enemy must be there as well. Very well, then. I will join your investigation, if you'll have me. What? What? I want to get a picture of the situation with my own eyes. Besides, it sounds like the Axis Pillar allows them to manipulate city functions as they wish. As skilled as you've all become, I think you could use all the help you can get against that. Not that again. Gaz style. But Julia, what about the Arcee's repairs? Don't worry, Your Highness. Most of the serious work is complete. I've already ordered the flight engine test. With that, the professor and the crew can manage what little remains, I think. Well, okay. We won't say no to the extra help. Glad to have you, Julia. On that note, then, allow me to accompany you as well. Major Vander! Oh. Major Vander? The perimeter here is as secure as we can reasonably make it. Realistically, there's little left for me to do here. A soldier should go where his skills are most needed, don't you agree? I see. You'd feel a bit lonely with Julia leaving, my friend. Her prowess does shine like the sun, I understand. You may pursue your heart. Just who do you think I came along for in the first place, you idiot? Regardless, the offer stands. I will gladly help if you need it. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Captain Major. We'll get 2 extra characters right at the very end. That's fun. Dun, dun, dun. Julia. An all-rounder with graceful swordsmanship and powerful arts. And Mueller has high stamina and attack power. Straightforward fighter. But for now, we want to take Chloe.
Right.
And Olivier. It just makes sense to do that. 7-star sword. There you go. There you go. There you go. Getting this much repair work done in such a short time. The borough continues to impress. The standard of your engineers is quite high. And I understand that a number of your engineering staff have received training from Professor Russell. I'm a little envious, to be honest. That's too bad. We are beginning our test of the flight engine. We'll be ready to fly by the time you return. Good luck in the meantime. We're about to begin testing the flight engine. But we still need to recover the outrigger, and you need to explore that central tower. Indeed we do. Still a lot of hard work ahead. Hope you have the best of luck. Let me pray for you now at the end. Starboard flight engine. Circuits connecting fine. Running simulation at 50% output. It seems like the Bobcat's repairs are going well. That's good. Apparently Professor Russell's advice didn't just repair their flight systems, but improve them. Even the bandits were admiring him. Fun! Do-do-do. Alright. Battle position. That pretty much works. Alright, back to the tower. Go ahead and open up slots. Any remaining slots we need opened. That one's like takes a lot for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of those do for whatever reason. I don't know why. There you go. I have 899 EP. Sheesh! That's probably why. Access filler station. Yay! And such. Bum, bum, bum. One time when Husker Sports host brought up the hot dog eating contest, blowing chunks inside it. Classic. I'll be right back.